Ready? Watch this. I'll do a quick demonstration. So basically, with a wedge, okay, I don't shift my balance a whole lot, right? I don't really need to. I have decent balance. Some players out there that don't have good balance may need to feel like they shift with their wedge, right? With a wedge, I get set up and I don't feel like my balance really shifts. I stay pretty centered on my feet, right? Then when I get to a 7-iron, right, I'm gonna have a little bit more balance involved because there's more club head speed. I swing my 7 at like 90 miles an hour, right? So with this one, I tend to finish more to my back left heel with a 7 than I do with a wedge. See how I'm all the way in my back left heel, right? With a driver, the weight shift is even more. So let's say with my driver here, grab my, I was hitting some drives last night. Oh, there it is. So with a driver, it feels to me like I shift my weight maybe 6 inches almost. Where with like a 7, it feels like 2 or 3 inches. Because with a driver, I'm more concerned about the force pulling me toward it, right? So you see, even in my practice swing, look how much I put my toes up, right? But then what happens when I actually swing, because the force is pulling me that way so much, with 100 plus miles an hour club head speed, that me thinking I'm rocking back that much means I'm staying still in place, as you're going to see here. You see how much my heel I went? And there's a 300-yard drive for you. I don't have it on driver distance.
Yeah.
Let me switch it to driver distance. Oh, it was driver distance. Sorry, 112 miles an hour, 280 in the air. Maybe it would have rolled out to 300 yards, right? And then you see when I do my driver swing how at the finish. Now the other thing is this: I'm wearing my loafer shoes right now. With loafer shoes, I can't get as much power. I have FootJoys that have the BOA twist lock, and believe it or not, the sole is firmer so that it doesn't flex. Because if it flexes while I'm swinging, then I'm not as stable. So that's where it becomes important also with your shoes, with your golf equipment. But you'll see here, as I swing, same fundamental stuff that I always do. I swing it back, right? And then when I'm coming down, I feel like I'm leaning back, right? The force is pulling me this way. I feel like I'm sitting back that way. And it's like water skiing. You know how in your water skiing, the boat pulls you out of the water. You're leaning back, but the force of the pull of the boat brings you up onto your toes. Well, I'm on my toes right now. Look, both my heels come off the ground. Meanwhile, I think I'm pushing back to my heels. So that's when you see the pros and it looks like they're on their tippy toes, is because of the force pulling this way as I'm sitting back that way. And that's why I'm up. Look, I'm literally on one toe almost here in the air when I'm hitting my driver. But I think I'm in my heels. I feel like I rocked back. But remember, without my toes, what would happen? I'd fall on my face. So I must be pushing off my toes to get to my heels, which is why I end up with my heels off the ground.
Makes sense.
Sounds kind of crazy, but you know what I mean? And so you can see at the finish, look how far out to my back left heel and